Hi there guys, how you doing? This is me, Chimpanzee45, and I'm back today with my next FIFA 13 career mode episode with Nottingham Forest. And you can see here we are 11th in the table. After 2 games we got 3 points from our win away at Middlesbrough, but we were beaten by Bolton in the first game of the season. We've got 3 games today. We're at home to Peterborough, away to Huddersfield, and then at home to Brighton and Hove Albion. And as you can see there, they're all in the bottom region of the table. And anyway, we move on to our first game against Peterborough, and you can see there Lee Camp still starts despite his transfer request, and Dexter Blackstock also starts alongside Billy Sharp up front, because I just wanted to see really whether Dexter Blackstock was good enough to warrant a place at the club, where maybe I should loan him out, because obviously there is still time left in the transfer window. But he did make a good start. Actually, you can see there he gets a shot off, and he's involved in this move as well. He spreads the ball nicely, and we were starting this game on top. We were playing some really good football. We got Guardiola here, he cuts inside, plays it to McGugan, he has an effort, which is a fairly comfortable save, but the build-up play was incredibly easy on the eye. It was really nice to watch, and Dexter Blackstock again tearing their defence apart. And how's about that for a finish with his left foot? 1-0 after 21 minutes, and that was really pleasing because we were playing really well at that point, and I was really thrilled. And so I was looking to consolidate that, hold the lead, maybe grab a second, but before we could do that, McCann, and I was a bit disappointed there with Lee Camp. It wasn't really right in the corner. I thought maybe he could have gotten there, but obviously not. And Peterborough draw level. And Lee Camp, I was a bit disappointed actually that he had in a transfer request, because I was really excited. I thought he's a great keeper, there's no denying that. But we did have chances in this game. Maybe I should have squared it there, but Billy Sharp normally gobbles those chances, so I expected him to score. And then from another corner, Collins, what a great chance that is. Rose high, but just couldn't direct it goalwards. So at half time it was 1-1, and that's well, to be honest, it's okay, but it could have been better. I was hoping to hold on to the lead and definitely not concede before half time, maybe even notch a second goal, but we had to accept that at the break. And coming out at the start of the second half, and how disappointing is that? Lee Camp there, alright, it was close, it was from close range, but still I think he could and probably should have done better, but it could have been worse. It could have been 3. How's about that for Collins? He made up for that missed header with a vital block there at 2-1 to keep us in the game. And Dexter Blackstock kind of went off the boil a bit, and then somehow McGugan misses, or has his effort saved from that rebound, and eventually it's cleared away. And so we make changes and we bring on Hal Robson-Kanu and Connor Wickham for their debuts, and then we give away a penalty. How disappointing was that? It was a very clumsy challenge from Collins, who's not had the best of games. He missed that header, but then he made up for it with that brilliant challenge, but then he gave away the penalty. And Lee Camp, well, it wasn't a very good penalty at all. He saved it, but that was the last highlight of the game, and it finished 2-1. And you can see there that the board have asked for me to deal with Lee Camp and to send him out and to sell him. And you can see there that we go to accept Elliot Bennett, but actually we don't actually have enough money, so we have to adjust the transfer budget allocation. And anyway, going into the next game away at Huddersfield, and you can see there I give us a start to a player called Jamal Lascelles at centre back, and this is a very changed team, but I was very impressed actually, as you can see in this game. And we had debuts to Connor Wickham and Hal Robson-Kanu, and how good would that have been if he'd have scored there? That was after 3 minutes. Immediate impact of Robson-Kanu linking up, and there we have Matt Derbyshire hitting the post, but who's there after 11 minutes? Connor Wickham, and he gets his first goal for us, and that was a great goal. They had a chance there, it was offside anyway, but I was really impressed with Connor Wickham actually. A great tackle, well, I thought it was a great tackle, and the ref obviously didn't. He pointed to the spot, and thankfully Halford only got a yellow card for that. He probably was a penalty thinking about it, but James Vaughan stepped up to the spot for Huddersfield, and he notched it into the far left corner, and we were drawn back for the second time, and it was 1-1 at half time again. But going into the break, this time I was filled with much more optimism, because Connor Wickham was really good, and how's about that for a finish? What a shot, what a great goal. And he scored there, and he is a brilliant player. I can't believe he's worth only 1.5 million, and I can't believe that he was allowed to leave from Sunderland for that amount, or for 1.6, and that is an absolutely tremendous save right at the death from Lee Camp. And here you can see we have a great opportunity. Billy Sharp, he's through, he plays it to Robson-Kanu, who knocks it into Billy Sharp's path, and he really probably should have crossed it a bit earlier, but Matt Derbyshire's header, it sort of bundles wide, and what looked like a really promising break really didn't turn out to be much. But you can see there that we win by 2-1, which is a really important away win, and having adjusted that transfer budget allocation, we accept Bennett. And Rob Elliott there, you can see we make an improved offer because Newcastle didn't accept our original offer. And you can see now we put Andy Reid on the transfer list, and Birmingham City come back with a terrible offer, which is far too low. And they offer £350,000, £75,000 under his valuation. So I go back and say get stuffed, and offer, well, say that you can have him for 450. And there is the inevitable offer, and it's from Norwich City, and it's quite a good one as well for Lee Camp. It's a bit below his valuation, but you know what? I don't have any option. I kind of have my hand forced. And so looking at two keepers now, we go for Casilla and Darlin. I think that's how you pronounce it from, well, I'm not even going to try. I think it's Mulder. I'm not going to bother. So hopefully we can secure their signings. But in the meantime, we have to play Darlow in goal. You can see that we start with Robson, Kanu and Wickham again. And we field a fairly strong team for this game against Brighton. And immediately Connor Wickham has an impact again. Guardiola's shot is a bit tame. I'm not too sure about him, to be honest. That's why I bought Bennett from Norwich in the right midfield, so that we had more cover there, because effectively he is just a centre midfielder. And Billy Sharp there with a great opportunity. I was kind of hoping that he would score there, but he didn't. But Connor Wickham did. Again, that's a fabulous goal. It's a second goal in as many games. That's his first goal in his first league start, but nonetheless they get back into it almost immediately after. Again, we just cannot seem to hold on to a lead, and somehow that's not a penalty. I have no idea how, because he was clearly fouled. Billy Sharp has an effort which is well saved by Thomas Kujet, but we go into the break at 1-1, and it was quite disappointing actually, because I think we were far the better team, and Brighton weren't really in the game. You can see there again we have a chance. Billy Sharp forcing a save from Thomas Kujet, who did play fairly well in all fairness. And what about that? What about that for a goal from Dobby? There's nothing I can do when they score like that. So we were pushing right at the death, and there we have Billy Sharp literally on 90 minutes. What a crucial equaliser that is, because I was not going to have that happen to me again as it did with Peterborough. But now we move into the transfers, and you can see that both clubs, Malmo, or however you pronounce it, come back and say it's not good enough. But Andy Reid, they have an offer from Bolton, and I decide, well, thinking about it, and I decide to up it a bit to 450,000, which is £25,000 above his valuation. But you can see here that we have the offer for Darlin, which is rejected. That is the ask for £900,000, and so I decide to go ahead and make that offer in return, because he is a very promising keeper. He's rated 70, he's only 25 years old, and so he could be a good player. They come back and stick with their offer, and so I decide to drop mine a bit, and I make it £445,000, because I don't want to be soft. And anyway, Darlene, the offer is accepted, of course, and we decide to just go all out. I said in the last episode that normally I don't give away the squad role, but there is no other way of putting it. He is going to be a crucial first team player. He accepts, and so we sign him. And moving on now, looking at another left midfielder, because although Harry Robson-Kanu is very good, I still want some kind of cover, and we find Anthony Ford from Wolves, 18 years old, he's 63 rated, and he's only worth £400,000. So we decide to offer them a season-long loan with a with an offer to buy him at the end for £550,000, which is quite a lot of money actually, and a 20% bonus per goal, which is quite a lot of money for an 18-year-old, and hopefully Wolves will come back and accept that, but we'll have to wait and see. Next episode we will have Ipswich away in the League Cup, we will also have transfer deadline day, and we will have Burnley away. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'm Chimpaz45. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next episode. Goodbye.